Hi folks, this is just a quick one. I think a lady was a bit concerned that I was having a go at her in the last chat I was, and I don't think I only read out a few. I could only see a few posts, to be honest, and I don't think I even read hers because the sun's hitting the camera so I can hardly say anything, and I haven't got my glasses on today, so I'm basically blind as a bat. But don't ever worry about posting or saying things. I don't mind what, one way or other. I know some people go, oh, you can't criticise me. Well, I don't mind any. I mean, I don't think she was criticising me, and that's why I think she was upset, thinking I was having a go at her. But even if you want to do it, don't ever feel like you should hold back. I don't mind. I mean, my mate always even got blamed for the roads being busy the other day when I went to see her. So the reception's out here is bad for some reason. So don't ever worry. It's like some people go, oh, you can't say things are going to ban you. I don't care. Say what you want. And if you think I've done wrong, say it. I don't mind. Because I might have done wrong. Sometimes I do make mistakes or say the wrong thing. And that's why I've said in the past, people come up to me in the protest and said, oh, you've said this about me or something, and I've apologised because I misinterpreted what they've said or their actions. So yeah, never worry. If you do think I've said something, I mean, I'll delete the video if you ever think I've said something, if you think it. But yeah, don't worry, folks. I'll say. So don't get upset or anything. That's my attitude is, everyone's welcome to have their view. Whatever. Oh, yeah. I don't know why reception. It's saying transmission unstable, so this might be. I don't know if you can even hear this. I don't know why. Maybe people doing TikTok vids, but I'm in this park and because I'm waking up a bit now, which helps. Yeah, just chill. Don't worry, folks. I'm not angry at anyone. I'm just ranting. When I'm tired, I just drivel on, and that's why, if you notice, there was a video where I was filming in York, and that YouTuber Paz 49, I think it's 49, but came up to me, and I think he regretted it because I was just ranting nonsense onto him all the way through his film. I mean, I think he was pleased to get away. You'll notice that I do that quite a bit. Whenever you see sometimes people come up to me at the protest and just question me who I'm filming for, whatever, and I think they regret it because I don't let them leave. I just sit there ranting on nonsense for ages. It's what I do. I mean, people know me laugh because they know because I just talk drivel for hours, and I can do it. I could just. Oh, I didn't record that. She's having a wee. I can talk for hours about utter rubbish. Anyway, so chill out, folks. Don't worry. I'm not having a go. I honestly, I was surprised when I read the post because I thought I didn't even notice what she said. But I'll read it later. The post. Oh, well, I'm just tired. But yeah, don't worry, folks. I wasn't having a go at anyone. I just literally I'm just tired. I just started talking about Sandy and then just dribbled on about. I don't know how I got into protests and stuff. I mean, I just felt, I think it was because I felt sorry for that guy who was an asylum seeker, and I don't think he did anything. I don't think he meant to do anything bad, and just doing time for doing a silly video where he's pretending to be chased. And I felt sorry for him on that one. That's what I was on about, and as I say, I was also just pointing out that you just got to be careful going to any protests these days, because when I started doing these Leeds, I mean, they have been pretty, when you started going on these Leeds ones, it was really, most people who went, it was busy, most people who went believed in it, and over the months, you'll have seen I think care about the pro-Palestinian thing, and they're just wanting to cause trouble. And you know, that was my point. I wasn't having to go at any of the protests because most of them are decent. I mean, we'll get on with most of them. You know, I know one of the YouTubers does wind him up, but I keep cares less either way. They're just there for views. And I just think, I mean, I was just a bit, I think I was slightly wound up because the other week when them thicko, I mean, it is, some 5 thicko left-wing people turn up, have been, you know, causing havoc, and I was just annoyed that people aren't telling them to get stuff in the truck. Well, last week we had 2 who sounds like they might have turned up for trouble because one had a record already of the BBC. And I just think, you know, if you'd listen to me, then, you know, you wouldn't be now in the papers as and it just makes everything look toxic, and, you know, regardless who genuinely believe in it. You know, and it's like all these protesters. I mean, the problem with protests, and this is why I say, you know, I'd never go on a well, I used to be honest, animal rights one, but the trouble is it doesn't matter what the protest is, there's a good chance, especially the larger ones, some idiots are going to turn up just want to smash things up. They're bad eye Riley, is that how you pronounce it? But yeah, I'm just doing it quickly. But like I said, just don't, you know, I'm not having to go at anyone. I don't, you know what I mean? Especially if I've been comments. You should have comments. You should, you know, everyone should have your opinions, and you know, that's what I want you to have. I don't want anyone scared to have opinions and be bullied by somebody else. And I wasn't, as I say, I wasn't having a go at anyone. I was just ranting. There was just stuff in the papers I was talking about, nothing, you know. And, you know, as I say, there was that protest down, I mean, there was that Twitter for Labour, and you know, my point was, you've got, I mean, my biggest point, which I've had on some of the vids, is I'm sick of some of these lefties, and it's usually these left-wing wallers who come out and they've got this middle-class wallers. They're all middle-class, who have this attitude that every single person who's got a huge, just working class, is right-wing. And it was like in York, it gets tiresome. You get these idiots coming up and trying to block. And they weren't blocking anyone else. Just the one person I thought was right-wing. I mean, what made me giggle was that Paz 49 did look left-wing. I thought he was a left-winger. And because of that's why they weren't giving him grief, I presume. Middle class, you see. He looks quite middle class compared to me. And I must admit, I mean, you know, I've got, you know, I used to have really long hair, but really long hair. I mean, people used to think I was a girl, but I have it shaved, so people thinking, oh, I'm one of these, I'm some sort of right. I mean, if you saw me a few years ago, you'd have had me down as the most left-wing, you'd have thought. I did think I was a girl. It was really long, right down to my waist. That's how long it was. People are shocked when I tell them, or show them the pictures. Dear. I mean, in those days, see, I was into heavy metal, so quite a lot of us did look feminine. It's quite fashionable then. But yeah, to nothing, talk drivel, so sometimes I have no idea. But like I said, don't ever wear it. I mean, I know some channels go, oh yeah, there's a woman who does that. You know, she's political, and she just, you know, if you don't comply with her, one of them care less. You know, most people disagree with me, to be honest. I think she's right. Again, when she quit, you know, I was late. I was in the traffic the other day going to hers, and that was partly my fault because it was busy. But so I won't bother. Yeah, just chill out. It's a nice day, everyone. Just go out and sit in the garden. Don't play about anything. Life's too short. As I say, my advice is take with all the protests and stuff, because they're not getting anyone anywhere. Everyone's done them to death. Oh dear. Anyway, just chill, folks, and don't ever be afraid to have thoughts and opinions. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. So what? You know, I'm often wrong, and I'll say that. And the good thing is I can admit when I'm wrong, which is often. You know, you might have seen I've apologised several times to people in protest, because I can't remember, I think I criticised one for what she said, and she wasn't being nasty at all. In fact, to be honest, you might have noticed, I don't know if I have apologised. There was the Manchester one where there was a guy at the end who sounded really scary. In fact, I don't think I have done. Yeah, if you watch it at the end, no, actually, it's not on my video, it's on News Now Yorkshire. He recorded it. This chap being really, it was ranting on, and we thought it was being dangerous, and it turned out it was thinking we were police and they wanted help. I just had, I think it was an immigrant, or whatever you wish to call them, and he didn't have a huge vocabulary of English, so he was struggling to communicate, and they just. So again, I was wrong. I jumped to conclusions with them. I thought, oh God, I mean, I think I might have said it. Scary guy, but apparently he wasn't. So you see, again, you know, I'm quite happy to apologise. Right, I'm finishing that. It was just to apologise. I didn't want to stress out thinking that I'd upset, you know, I don't want to upset anyone. Well, I don't mind them idiots, them 5 left-wing idiots at the protest. We don't care about them, they're twits. Although I still don't want any harm to them. That's why I don't. I mean, people have named them, and that's why I haven't named them. You might have noticed. I refuse to, because I don't want any harm happening to them. Anyway, I'll get off because we're having a move now. Bye.